So let's begin today just by taking a moment or two to get comfortable. Start to allow your body to soften and relax. And become aware of your breathing. And then take your awareness up to the crown of your head. And slowly scan down through your body. Starting to pick up on how all the different parts of your body are feeling today. And then from your body, bring your awareness into the activities in your mind. Whatever thoughts, feelings you've got in your mind today, if you possibly can, let those thoughts go now. Let them drift out of your mind. And if they seem to come back, or if new thoughts crop up, don't try and push them away, but just let them go without getting involved in them. And then turn your focus back to your breathing. Follow the breath as it comes in and goes out. And finally, take a moment to set your intention for this morning's practice. And to remind yourself of your motivation for being here today. So let's start to bring some movement into the body now. So wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Circle your ankles, circle your wrists. Or stretch your fingers out wide and point your toes. And then clench your hands into a fist. Pull your toes back up towards your shins. And relax your hands. And relax your feet. Slowly turn your head from side to side. And then relax your neck. Allow your head to rest on the mat. Bring your arms up in front of your chest and point your fingers up towards the ceiling. And then bring your feet up off the ground and bend your knees. Lower your arms slowly out to the sides, and as you do, extend your left leg down towards the ground, towards the bottom of your mat. So your heel is just hovering off the ground. And raise your arms up, bring your left leg up. And lower the arms down to the sides and lower your right leg. Raise your arms up. Bring the right leg up to join the left. Take your arms out to the ground above your head and stretch out with your fingers. And then lower both legs down to the ground. Point your toes. Push your toes away from you. You're stretching down the length of your body. And then raise your arms up. Bring your knees up. Take hold of your knees and hug them up towards your chest. Now extend your feet up towards the ceiling, point your toes, straighten your legs as much as you can. Gently pull back on both legs. Ease the tension off, relax your ankles. Allow the knees to bend and bring the soles of the feet down to the ground. Extend your arms back out to the sides. Bring your ankles and your knees together. And take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees over towards the left side. Inhale back to the center. And exhale over to the right side. Inhale back to the center. Bring your feet up off the ground again. Bend your knees. Take hold of your knees and hug them up towards your chest. And then let go of your knees. Let the feet come down to the ground. Turn on to your side. Push up onto your hands and knees. Bring in your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. I'm going to raise the left leg out behind and point your toes. And keeping your left leg raised, keeping your toes pointed out, bring your right hand up off the ground and stretch out in front. And then bring your arm in, bend your elbow, and bring your knee up towards the elbow. And if you can, arch your back and bring your chin in. And stretch out again with your arm and leg. And lower your hand and your knee down to the ground. Reach out with your right leg behind you, point your toes. And keeping that right leg as straight as you can, bring your left leg out in front. Your left hand out in front. That would be a good trick, that wouldn't it? And then bring the elbow and the knee in together. If you can, bring your chin in and arch your back. And stretch out again. Lower your hand, lower your knee. Sit back onto your heels and reach out in front. And bring your chest forward. Draw your hands in back underneath your shoulders. I'm going to lift the left leg again, but this time keeping the knee bent. And push your toes up towards the ceiling. And lower the knee down. Bring the right leg up, point the toes up to the ceiling and push them up. And then lower your knee back down again. Bring your toes together, take your knees out to the edges of the mat. And sit back onto your heels. Let your chest sink down. Bring your chest forward. Keep your hands out in front where they are. Bring your knees and your ankles so they're hip width apart. Curl your toes under. Straighten your legs. Push up to downward facing dog. And take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees down. Bring your ankles and your knees together. And lean your hips over to the left side. And back to the centre. And over to the right side. And back to the centre again. Take your knees and your ankles back out to hip width apart. Curl your toes under again. And push up. Back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, I'm going to let the left knee bend and take the weight onto your right foot so you can bring your left foot up off the ground. Then I'm going to take the weight forward so you bring your chest forward and put the shin down on the ground. So you've got your left shin down on the ground, your right knee down on the ground. Right. So you've got that your left knee. Right. You should have your That's it. And then you're going to put your other. You're going to let your other foot go back like that. That's it. Yep. So you should feel that stretching in that hip there. It's called pigeon pose, this one. And then you're going to put your right foot back onto the ball of the foot and lift your knee up. Take the weight onto your hands so you can bring your left leg back out. And we're up to downward facing dog again. So do the same on the other leg now. So you're going to let the right knee bend. Take your weight onto the left foot. And then as you bring your chest forward, bring the right shin up. Put that down. And walk your left foot back. Put the left foot back onto the ball of the foot and lift your knee up. That'll give you space to take your right foot back out as you push up back to downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, I'll walk your feet up to the front of the mat. So we're coming to forward fold. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. Interlace your fingers and take a side bend over to the left. And back to the centre and over to the right. Back to the centre again, release the grip on your fingers. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, fold forward. Take a step back on your left foot, and then on your right foot, push your hips back up to downward facing dog. And we'll take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees down to the ground and sit back onto your heels. Bring your chest forward. Walk your hands back towards your knees, so you're coming to kneeling at the back of your mat. Just going to place the hands in the bottom of your back or on the top of your buttocks. Lift your chin up. Start to push your chest and your hips forward. And as you do, gently lean back. And relax your shoulders forward. Bring your arms up. Bring your palms together. Gently stretch back again. And then reach your arms up and lower down to the sides. What we're going to do is we're going to bring both hands up again and then take one hand back. Now you can take it either onto your buttock or down onto your thigh if you can, your calf if you can, or even your ankle if you can. So it depends how far you want to go back with it. Okay, so take both hands up. Keep your right hand up. Bring your left hand back. And so it can go onto your buttock or your thigh, your calf, or if you can, all the way down to your ankle. It's called half camel pose. And then reach up with your right hand as if somebody's pulling you up with that hand to bring your body up. Lift your left hand up. Lower your right hand down again. Buttock, your thigh, your calf, or your ankle if you can. And then again, reach up with the left as if somebody's pulling you up with that hand. Bring both hands up. Lower your arms down in front. Sit back onto your heels. And walk your hands out in front. And bring your chest forward. Curl your toes under. Straighten your legs. And push up. Back to downward facing dog. And walk your feet up to the front of the mat. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. Bring your palms together and reach back. And then reach up again. Take an inhale and exhale, fold forward. And take a step back on your left foot onto the ball of the foot. And push down with your right foot to bring your body up. Raise your arms up. Come into a high lunge. Bring your palms together. And lower them down to the heart. I'm going to lower your left elbow down towards your knee and raise your right elbow up. Trying to keep that left leg, that back leg, as straight as you can. And then take your left hand, take it down to the ground and reach up with your right. If you can, keep your right hand up. If you need to bring it down for your balance, that's fine. But if you can keep it up, I'm just going to let the left knee come down to the ground, put your foot onto the instep, and then bring your right hand down, take it around your back, and turn your right shoulder up towards the ceiling. And then bring your right hand up and all the way forward down to the ground. Put your left foot onto the ball of the foot and lift your knee. And step up to forward fold. Take a step back on your right foot this time, onto the ball of the foot. Lift your body up. Raise your hands up to high lunge. And bring your palms together. Lower them down to the heart. I'm going to lower your right elbow down. Lift your left elbow up. Again, if you can, keeping your right leg as straight as possible. And let your right hand come down and reach up with your left. And let your right knee come down to the ground, foot to the instep. Bring your left hand down behind your back. And turn your left shoulder up. And then let your left hand come up and all the way over, down to the ground. Right foot onto the ball of the foot. And lift your knee. And then step up, back to forward fold. Take a step back on your left foot. And then on your right, push your hips up to downward facing dog. Bring your chest forward to plank. Knees down if you need to. And then lower your chest down to the ground. Feet onto the insteps. And either your forearms down on the ground or the palms of your hands. Lift your chin and your chest up. So we're coming to cobra or to sphinx. And then take your weight back onto your heels and stretch out in front. And bring your chest forward. Walk your hands in so they're underneath your shoulders. And let your belly sink down, lift your chin up. And then arch your back. Bring your chin in. Sink your belly down, lift your chin up. And then arch your back and bring your chin in. And sit back onto your heels. Stretch out in front. And then bring your chest forward. Walk your hands in. And come to seated. Your feet out in front. Keep your right foot out in front. Bring your left foot into the side of your thigh. Hands to the sides of your hips. Lift your chest up. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up. And exhale, lower down to the sides. And lift your right knee up and take your foot. So take your foot over the top of your thigh. You're going to just take your right hand and push that knee across. And as you do, we're going to lift your left hand up and then bring it down over the top of your knee. Right hand behind your back and twist to look back over your right shoulder. And then as you start to relax, lift that left hand up, bring it down. Bring your right arm forward, lift your right leg over. So I'm going to take the right foot out in front, bring your left foot into the side of the thigh. So hands to the sides of your hips again. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down to the sides. Lift your left knee up and cross over the top of your right thigh. So again, you're just going to take that left hand to push your knee across. Raise your right hand up, lower it down over your knee. Left hand to the ground behind your back. And twist to look back over your left shoulder. And raise your right hand up. Lower it down to the side and bring your left arm forward. Then you can take your left foot off. Keep your left leg bent, bring your right foot in and hug your heels in. Take hold of your toes or your ankles. Lift your chest up. Push your knees down. And relax your shoulders forward. Take your feet out slightly in front. And take hold of your ankles or your toes again if you can. We'll take an inhale here. And as you exhale, hinge forward. Lift your chest up. Draw your feet in again. Hold of your toes, push your knees down. And lift your chest up. And relax your shoulders forward. Take both feet out in front. Feet together, with your toes pointing up. Bring your hands alongside your hips with your fingers pointing forward. And come up onto your sit bones by lifting your chest up. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. And keep your left hand where it is, wherever on your leg or your foot your left hand is holding, keep it there. You're going to take your right hand away and lift it up. Point your hand up towards the ceiling and then lower it down behind your back. And lift it up again, up towards the ceiling and back down onto your right leg or foot. Take your left hand away, raise it up, bring it down behind you. And then lift up again, up towards the ceiling and back down towards your left leg or foot. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down to the sides. Just relax your neck and your shoulders. Bring both of your feet in. Hands to the sides of your hips. We'll take an inhale, raise your arms up. And as you exhale, turn to the right. Lower your left hand down onto your knee, right hand to the ground behind your back. And look back over your right shoulder. As you start to relax and turn forward, take an inhale. Raise both arms up. And as you exhale, turn to your left. Bring your right hand down onto your knee, left hand to the ground behind your back. Start to relax forward. Take an inhale, raise both arms up. And as you exhale, lower your right hand down, reach over with your left. Inhale, reach up with your left, bring your right hand up. And as you exhale, lower your left hand down and reach over with your right. Inhale, raise both arms up. As you exhale, turn to the right and lower both hands down. So you're bringing your chest down over your right thigh. Inhale, raise your arms up. As you exhale, turn to your left. Lower your arms down. Bring your chest down over your left thigh. Inhale, raise your arms up, turn your chest to face forward. And as you exhale, lower your arms down in front and stretch out. And then inhale, raise both arms up. And exhale, lower down to the sides. Just relax your neck and shoulders again. And then take both of your feet out in front. Bring your backs down onto the mat. Arms alongside your body, palms facing down. Bring your heels up towards your buttocks, keeping your ankles hip width apart. Push down into the ground through the soles of your feet, lifting your hips up. Lower your hips down. Bring your feet up off the ground, bend your knees. Hug your knees into your chest. And take your hands down your shins. towards the outside edges of your feet and hug your heels in. And then pull your feet out to the sides. The soles of the feet are pointing up towards the ceiling. We're in happy baby pose. Bring your feet back in. Take your hands from the outside edges of the feet to the balls of the feet. So you're wrapping your fingers around the balls of your feet. And then just nice and slowly, and as much as you can, start to straighten the legs. And allow your knees to bend. Let the hands come down the legs. Let the soles of your feet come down to the ground. And extend your arms out to the sides. And cross the right leg over the top of the left leg. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees over towards the right side. Inhale to the center. And exhale over to the left side. Inhale back to the center. Take your right foot down to the ground and cross the left leg over the top of the right. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees over towards the left side. Inhale to the center. And exhale over to the right side. Inhale back to the center. Take your left foot, place it at the side of the right foot. Relax the knees out to the sides. Bring the soles of the feet together. And then extend your feet down to the bottom of the mat. Take your ankles apart. Relax the toes out to the sides. Bring your arms to a position that's comfortable for you. And take your awareness up to the crown of your head. Become aware of your forehead, your temples, muscles in the face and in the jaw. And as you breathe in, visualize or imagine that you're breathing into the muscles in your face and jaw. You're filling those muscles up with air. And then as you breathe out, that air leaves and those muscles relax and go soft. Every time you breathe in, imagine that you're breathing in the face and jaw. And then as you breathe out, face and jaw relax. And take your awareness now into your neck and the trapezius muscles down at the bottom of the neck, between the bottom of your neck and your shoulders, into the shoulder muscles themselves. And as you breathe in, imagine that you're filling the neck and shoulders up with air. And then as you breathe out, all that air leaves. The muscles in the neck and the shoulders relax and go soft. Breathe in, fill them up with air. Breathe out, relax and soft. And take your awareness now into your arms, muscles in the upper arms, the elbow joints and the muscles in the forearms. And as you breathe in, visualize the arms filling up with air. And as you breathe out, as that air leaves the arms, go relaxed and soft. Now take your awareness into your wrists and hands, into your thumbs and fingers. And as you breathe in, visualize the air coming in through your nostrils, flowing down through your arms, filling up your hands and thumbs and fingers with air. And then as you breathe out, that air leaves. Your hands go relaxed and soft. Bring your awareness into your upper body now. Into the chest, the pectoral muscles at the top of the chest. The muscles all across the top of the back and the muscles running down the sides of the spine. And as you breathe in, visualize the air coming in through your nostrils and filling up the muscles in your upper body. And then as you breathe out, all that air leaves and the muscles go relaxed and soft. And take your awareness now into the core of your body. The muscles at the bottom of the back and around the sides of the body. the stomach muscles, the hips and the pelvis, the muscles in the buttocks. And as you breathe in, visualize the core of the body filling up with air. And as you breathe out, all the air leaves. The core goes relaxed and soft. Take your awareness now into your legs, the hamstrings, the muscles in the thighs, the knee joints and the calf muscles. As you breathe in, visualize those big muscles in the legs filling up with air. And as you breathe out, all the air leaves. The legs go relaxed and soft. Breathe in, fill the legs with air. Breathe out, relaxed and soft. And finally, take your awareness down into your ankles, and your feet and your toes. As you breathe in, visualize the air coming in through your nostrils, flowing all the way down your body, down your legs, into your ankles and feet, and filling them up with air. And as you breathe out, that air leaves. The ankles and feet go relaxed and soft. Now bring your awareness now to the different physical sensations in your body. Noticing any strong feelings in the muscles and joints. Noticing the feelings of weight and contact in the parts of your body that are touching the ground. Notice the places that your body's moving as the breath comes in and goes out. Now let's start to bring some movement back into the body. So move your hands and feet. Move your knees and hips. Move your chest and back. Your arms and your shoulders. Move your head and neck. And then when you're ready, if you turn on to your right side, and in your own time, bring yourself back up to seated. Just let your body settle into being upright again. It's not unusual after a big relaxation like that one to be a bit disorientated when you first sit up. And then take a moment to enjoy the relaxation in your body. And the stillness in your mind. And take a deep breath in and out. And if you've had your eyes closed, gently open them now. Namaste.